Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, we discuss an extraordinary Rolex Certified Pre-Owned Oyster Perpetual Day-Date 40. This is the 228206 in platinum. We have olive green sunburst metallic dial with Eastern Arabic numerals and Arabic language day-date calendar. The watch is part of the Day-Date 40 generation, which has been in production since the year 2015, and it is the successor to the former Day-Date 2. It is a more compact watch, though still massive. I put this one on a scale and found a mass of over 250 grams. Now, it's 40 millimeters in diameter, and if you look at it in profile, it's actually quite slim at 12.1 millimeters thick. There's not a big disparity between lug-to-lug and end-link to end-link, but if you measure just the case, it's 47.3 millimeters. If you measure the end links of the bracelet, then it is 47.7 millimeters from side to side with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now, when I throw this on my wrist, it is a sizable and massive watch, but it's not huge. And remember, on the Day-Date 2, the solid end links meant that the distance across the wrist was over 53 millimeters. Here it's 47.7. So this is going to fit on a smaller wrist. If you were somewhat frustrated by the size of the prior Day-Date 2, take a look at this Day-Date 40. You're going to find it wears a little bit more like a 36 than the previous Day-Date 2. The watch is very nicely counterbalanced, so though massive, the clasp and the President bracelet allow it to sit on the wrist without hula hooping. If you like to wear your watch very loose, the fact that it's balanced all the way around means it's almost like a sailboat with a keel. It'll stay upright. Taking a look down the barrel, you can see it's nowhere near the edge of my wrist, and I could recommend this for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference. Once again, my wrist is 16, and with a conical sloped bezel and a relatively thin profile, it will fit easily underneath a dress cuff. So the watch has the famed President bracelet. It's true that due to its illustrious ownership history, the Day-Date has often been nicknamed the President, though properly speaking, the watch has always been the Day-Date. The bracelet, which launched with the model in the mid-1950s, is called the President. So you can see it's a three-link design, a little bit like the Oyster sports watch bracelet, but it's also got a short profile, a little bit like the Jubilee dress bracelet. It's a very solid assembly, and in this generation, we have all of the Day-Date 40s with bracelets employing ceramic-coated pins, so over time, the bracelets can't lose their tight manufacturing tolerances as the platinum links can't wear down the ceramic pins inside. So if you've ever heard a bracelet stretch, this kills that dead. Now, there are a lot of removable links here, and they're small in size, so you have a great deal of incremental adjustability to fine-tune the fit. Taking a look at the inside of the clasp, you'll appreciate the differential finish, both media blast and polish. Now, this is the so-called crown clasp, which gives you only one external point of reference, demonstrating the point at which the bracelet breaks in half and opens up. You can also see this is the latest version, which has a sort of pivoted beacon hook mechanism. So there's a lift lock, and you can see that it's articulated with double hinging, and so this beak and this hook interlock and it snaps together and offers a lot more security than previous generations of friction fit clasps. The case is a Rolex Oyster design that's all of high polish with lovely tapered lugs, as with most Rolex Oyster cases. It's somewhere between a conventional round watch and a tonneau form. We have a crown with one dot, and of course, if you know your Rolex crown legends, that is a platinum twin lock, one dot. Rolling around, you can see the dial, metallic green olive sunburst. So olive is the color. We have white gold, Eastern Arabic applique numerals, hands, and Rolex coronet. And of course, this is what is called a double quickset. Double quickset's been around for a long time now on Day-Dates, since the late 80s, but it's still a lot of fun to play with the mechanism when you're dealing with something that is highly novel. And I learn a lot about cultures of the world by the various culturally specific Day-Date calendar systems, which are many and varied, on Rolex Day-Date watches. Now, of course, there is also a hacking function if you wish to set this to a reference time. Case back is solid as it is on these traditionally, and the watch has 100-meter water resistance. Inside, underneath that oyster case back, we have Rolex caliber 3255. Bidirectional automatic winding. The rotor uses a ball bearing rather than the old 3155 and 3156 jeweled staff, so the ball bearing's a little bit more durable. It's now got a 70-hour power reserve, 4 hertz beat rate, Rolex's Liga-formed Chronergy escapement. It has a thinner mainspring barrel than the old 3100 series, which allows for a larger mainspring inside it. We have a full balance bridge and a free sprung balance, those two features allowing for great shock resistance, with a blue oxidized niobium zirconium hairspring that is highly anti-magnetic. Rolex calls that parachrome bleu. It is an overcoil hairspring for isochronous operation in every position with respect to gravity, and Rolex regulates these in 6 positions as fully cased up watches to meet the superlative chronometer standard, which entails no worse and often quite a bit better than -2 + 2 seconds per 24 hours. It's a 31 jewel movement, and it, of course, does meet the COSC standards, but Rolex goes above and beyond that. So I always feel it's important to mention it's everything COSC is, but it is also more than that. This is a watch that has a lot to offer, and if you found that the Day-Date 2 is just a little bit too big, but the 36mm standard Day-Date is a bit too small, this is Goldilocks. The fact that it is also a unique cultural window and something you will never see again due to its rarity is just the icing on the cake. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. Rolex Certified Pre-Owned watches are backed and authenticated by Rolex. Should any reconditioning be necessary, it will be to a Rolex Certified standard, and any parts invested Rolex Factory Original. Should the initial retail box, paper, and accessory set still accompany the watch, it will be included with the sale. But no matter what, a Certified Pre-Owned box and paper set starts with an outer box, a leatherette travel pouch with suede lining, a warranty card that embodies the 2-year globally valid Rolex-backed warranty. Note, this is not a retail warranty, but backed by Rolex and actionable at any of its authorized points of sales and service. A leatherette wallet includes the warranty terms and conditions manual. A holographic hang tag marks this as a certified pre-owned Rolex watch, and a manual details Rolex's values as a company. The certified pre-owned program: care, feeding, service, and use of your Rolex, locations of points of sales and service, and details of Rolex.com. Rolex Certified Pre-Owned watches are backed only by Rolex.